hearing from the High Committee of Hajj from Syria in the selection process of pilgrims. Ahmed Haddad is going to present the paper from the Scientific Researchers Directorate. He's the Deputy Director General. The floor is yours. He will also join us online. The floor is yours. Salutations. I would like to thank Turkish Religious Affairs Authority, the entire team, for organizing this important symposium. It will be very nice to be together in such organizations. I hope we can do that again. I'm joining you from Mecca. Within 15 minutes, I'll do my best about what we are doing in Syria. In my presentation, I'm going to talk about the Higher Committee of Hajj in Syria. Of course, we are having certain problems, and I want to come up with suggestion offers with regard to these solutions. I hope this will be beneficial for all of us. I want to talk about some common challenges maybe with regard to Hajj administration. How to select pilgrims by a raffle or by some other methodology. That's a big challenge. Is there one solution or more than one? So, how pilgrims should be selected? What method should be used? Either a draw or of course, our aim is to send more pilgrims to this important Hajj duty. Of course, there is certain quota for each country, but these quotas is not necessarily enough, as you can imagine. I'm talking about 3 solution offers. The biggest problem is how to select more pilgrims. Giving prior to the elderly is a method, but when we look at the characteristics, of course, this will not create a negative reaction among the Hajjis. You look at the date of birth and you can give priority to older candidates. Because older people, they believe that they are more entitled to visit or perform their Hajj duties if they have never been done so. But of course, there are some negative aspects of that as well. If we organize that all together, if we start from elderly, the average age will be rather high. Think about those above the age of 65. Then there will be high pressure on the health services during Hajj organization. It will create a big imposition. If we give priority to elderlies, so we should come up with some solutions for potential problems. And many of those pilgrims will be accompanied by someone, so they need company. They need to be escorted, so Think about someone at the age of 60 and the other one is 80. The one who is 80-year-old should have a company at the age of 60. Maybe for 60-year-old there is no need for such a company, a accompanying person. So having a accompanying person is also another burden. It's essential to provide services to the pilgrims and also the accompanying individuals. So we need to find another option. Draw is another lottery, is another some random lottery. Being randomization is the essential thing here. Of course, this can be done by electronic manners. It can be from drawing. Everybody has a chance in drawing the lottery. It can be possible for young candidates or older candidates. All these think about certain names in a jar. If you can draw, you can give opportunity to everyone. Everyone will have equal chances. And it will create a certain group, mixed group. However, this system will not give any priority to elderly. But they should have certain priority because of their age. Let's say we took the young ones, we rejected the elderly. It will be an injustice. It will be an imposition. Also, transparency is very important in your lottery. It should be reliable, it should be transparent, and there should be a certain type of audit. The drawing, the lottery method, has more negative aspects rather than positive. The third method is a mixed method. We are mixing, giving priority to the elderly with lottery. By taking negative and positive aspects of these two methods, they are being combined. Let's say that 65% of pilgrims are selected from older candidates, including their company as well. The remaining 35 are selected by lottery or according to their birth dates. It can be the ages of 30s or some later ages can be possible too. So it's based on the birth date. Let's say the number is 1980. All the candidates who were born in 1980 can go to Hajj. It's an example of mixed method. We've used that 2 years ago. We started with those born in 1956, 31st of December 1956 and before. So we gave them a card and they have joined the lottery. Let's have a look at the characteristics of that mixed method. In this system, you give opportunity to elderly, either with companion or not companion. And this gave a diversity. This enabled a diversity among pilgrims. And it is also fair in terms of equal opportunities provided for the candidate pilgrims. Therefore, the positive aspects are more than the negative aspects of this hybrid, this mixed method. The negative aspects of that method is it's being complicated. It's hard to organize, it requires more planning and effort administratively. It will require some different stages. And of course, eventually it will involve lottery as well, and that lottery has to be performed in a very transparent and trusted environment. Also, the service provision is also helpful when it comes to this mixed method. When you select the elderly, they are carrying some chronic diseases, most of them, and it is creating an additional burden in the organization of Hajj. That's a comparison table between the old method and the new method. In the new hybrid system, the amount of health services provided in the hotels are decreased by 10% compared to old method. The average age is 51 rather than 53 in the old method. Those between 70, 80 or above 80, they still preserve their own ratio. So what we have done in practice, that's reducing the average age of pilgrims in general. As a conclusion, in this presentation, we have reached to a conclusion that Hajj organization should be governed with certain rules. There must be some performance evaluations, performance assessments. Certain planning is required. You have to try, you have to test, and then you have to evaluate later on. You cannot implement one single method. Mixed method is always better in order not to break the hearts of others. Of course, continuation is important. Maybe every year a new idea can be brought up. So, the administration of the entire Hajj organization is a very elaborate process, and all this process should be planned very carefully, and it should be measured and assessed later on in all stages. Because Hajj administration is about keeping the performance in the highest possible level. Because conditions are changing from year to year. I want to come up with some suggestions as well. Some scientific studies has to be performed to illustrate challenges during Hajj organization. Only then some solutions can be suggested by the help of experts. We have to create some scientific partnership, administrative and scientific partnership between different authorities. The Hajj administrations of different countries should exchange their experiences, their thoughts, and we are always ready to do that. Cooperation, communication, and the exchange of activities, these are important. It is essential to gather detailed information about the pilgrims, about their age, profession, educational background, economical status, chronic diseases. So we need to gather that information for statistical purposes, which will increase the quality of services. Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your patience as well. Thank you.